Well, let's take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness. Hello everyone, this is Charles BridgTec with another flashlight review, this time from Nitecore. Now this here is their E4K. Now I was sent this by Nitecore directly, and they wanted me to test and review this light. Comes in this box, 5-year warranty on there. So now let's go ahead and take a look here at the back. No specs on here yet, but just wanted to show you that. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the screen. Otherwise, let's go ahead and open this up and see what's in it. In fact, it's a little bit harder to get open than normal, but we got it. Alright, we're going to start off here with the warranty card. Remove all the goodies underneath here. You get a lanyard. We have a clip here, as well as one O-ring. Get one holster. As you can see, double stitched material. Thickness is good on the Nitecore holsters. Never see any issues. They last and are really durable. As you can see, you got the double material here, quick release on one, D-ring. Use the double if you want there. So that's nice. You've got the CR123 Adapter. You'll need this in order to run those batteries. Good for emergencies. Always have those on hand. One-time use, of course. Then you've got a USB Type-C charging cable. I'm going to take a look here at the manual. Manual is in multi-languages. Now this is really small here, so I'm going to go ahead and post it up on the screen for you now. And very nice detailed on their manuals, both front and back, so that's nice. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the light. There it is. Now this here is a complete kit, comes with a 21700 cell, so that's nice. Knurling here, not real rough, but definitely will help for gripping the lights, keep from slipping. You see the button area here is pretty flush, the body, so you know that the indentation from the body is where the power button is, so in the dark you can easily find it. Style and design on this is very nice. Now it does have some heat sinking, but it's not very deep. You can table stand that if you want to. And the machining and finish on this is excellent. Not seeing any issues here. I haven't come across any Nitecore lights that had some finishing issues or machining issues at all. And I've been doing reviews and buying their products for a long time. Feels good in the hand. Now this is similar to the concept on the UI, so that's going to be a little different, but we'll go over that a little bit later. Once you get the hang of it, it's actually pretty easy, but it's not your typical UI. So now we're going to go ahead and open this up, and I'll show you the insides. See the heavy duty spring here. And we got well greased threads, and you do have a protection piece here. You want to go ahead and remove that. So now we're going to take a look here at the battery that's included here. 5,000 milliamp, really nice type C charging. Now when I was charging it, kind of did a voltage check, and this actually didn't go above 1 amp for the charging. So I think that's because it's limited to the protection piece here as well. So it's going to take a little while once you get down to this. Here came to me with 3.7 volts, so it took quite a while for it to fully charge, especially this big of a battery. So just letting you know, it does not charge at a rapid speed, but this adds a lot of value to this light, and so it's really great. Straight contact point down inside. There's no spring, so once you go ahead and put it in there, there's no spring at all in there. So just letting you know. So we're going to go ahead and put this back together. And now let's go ahead and go over the UI. Now the UI is a little bit tricky at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. Now once you want to turn on the light, you're going to press and hold. It'll always come on the lowest light output, moonlight, and then press and hold will get the highest output. Really simple on that. Goes back to the lowest light output that you had it on. Now from off, if you want to use the light and get the additional light outputs, you're going to press and hold, and it'll go through those light outputs. And then once you get to the light output that you want, release it. Now we'll take a look here at the beam. Beam here does have a little bit of a centralized hotspot here, more flood than anything. As you see there, just rolls off to the edges. There's no sharp cutoff on that. A lot of light coming out of this little thing. And then of course, if you want to go from there, from high to turbo or medium to turbo, you can from that light output that you had it on. Turn it off again. You're going to start from where you left off. Now you're going to go back through those light outputs. That's the only thing different about this. So it's more of a tactical feel to the light. So if you do need additional light outputs, you can do it. But to be able to have it, again, it's a little different from having to hold the light and then keep holding it until you want that medium light output. So it doesn't bother me too much. It is a little bit kind of different to get used to, but it's perfectly usable, especially after you get a hang of it. Then of course, if you want to go to special modes on any light output, you can triple click. We'll go to strobe, and that strobe is a steady speed, so it's really distracting. Now in order to go to the next mode, you're going to press and hold. That will go to SOS. Then you press and hold again. We'll go to beacon. And if you press again and hold, it will go back to strobe, or you can click it one time to shut it off. And that's really basically it. Now if you want to program the light, you have daily modes, tactical mode, you have those additional modes that you can program. You just simply untwist the tail, and then you're going to press and hold while turning, and that'll give you a confirmation blink telling you there. That's the voltage actually. So once you do that, you can release that at any time to be able to get your battery level. I want to go ahead and release it a little more here. And whenever you want to know your battery level, if you want to break the connection, sometimes it works. I find it easier just take it all the way off. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.1 volts on the battery. So you can always check that out. Even when you're changing the modes from daily to tactical, you can see the voltage level at that time. And also it's nice that you can, anytime while the light is off, you can quickly hit that button to give you your battery level, and I'll put that on the screen. The percentages. So changing the modes again, really simple. Just break that connection just a little bit. Now on mode 2, tells you your voltage. Okay, so now we're going to change it back to mode 1, and we're just going to press and hold again. There should be one flash. And then the battery voltage 4.1. You can always check your battery at any time as far as the status is concerned. That's basically how you run the UI. Now as far as what mode you prefer, kind of preferred the default one. It works well for me. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look here at the smooth reflectors. 4 LEDs in there. These are the Cree XP-L2 V6 LEDs. Try to get my light out of the lens there. As you can see there, not a speck of dust in there. Top notch on the quality control. Alright, well let's wait no further. Let's take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness. We are out here in the darkness with the Nitecore E4K. So we're going to get started on the lowest light output, of course. And you can easily see, and that's 5 feet, and that's 12 feet to the fence. So probably about 15, 20 feet at this light output. Not bad. Alright, we're going to go ahead and shut it off. We're going to go through the light outputs. Now because of the way the UI is, we're going to do exactly the way it is here. So we're going to go to that level, and here's the next level. 35 feet to that water spout from where I'm standing. And it is making that tree there. That's 65 feet. There's the beam on the fence. Really nice floody beam. All coming from this little light. Do a little pan around here. Alright. Try not to get bugs on me here. I forgot my mask, so hopefully I don't swallow any. And now we're going to go ahead and do it again from here, and we're going to go up to the next level. So you do have to turn it off. If you want to go to the next level, just press and hold when you turn it on. It's pretty simple. Look at how wide that beam is. Pan around here, real wide beam. So now we're going to do the next level here, see how it does. Do a beam profile so you guys can see it. Real wide on this, around my hand. So just a huge amount of light coming from this thing. Incredible. And the 300, a little over 300 lumens and 1,000 lumens are just amazing. There it is, the Tree of Life. That's 138 feet from where I'm standing. And it is making it. That is incredible. Especially for this small of light. Especially the huge wide beam on this. Man, that's great. Alright, we're going to stop here. I'm going to turn it off, turn it back on. Let's go to the next level. All from that little light. Isn't that crazy? Easily making the school out there. Before and after here. Look at that, like daytime in front of you. Now it does step down, as you can see there. Step down is too high, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it off, turn it back on, and we're going to do it again. And just kind of show you the rest of the field out here. Look at that. Easily making it across the park. Look at that, people. That's just crazy. And it's starting to step down, as you can see. Little steps. The head is pretty warm out here, but it's really nice and cool. Not cold, but very nice. Again, you can do turbo at any time by pressing and holding. 238 feet behind that Tree of Life. Incredible. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. This thing can put out a ton of light. 4,400 lumens is really impressive, but remember, your time is limited at that light output. Of course, it runs at high and medium without any step down. Did really well in my tests, especially out there. Now it was cold, so it might have added a little bit more run times, because this is a temperature regulated output. And also, it being colder out there in the night shots is always a plus for running your flashlights. They will do better out there. In my opinion, this has a very nice floody beam. Does have a little bit of throw, so that was impressive. And the UI, like I said, it can be a little tricky if you are to get this as a gift. You definitely want to kind of explain the UI a little bit, or make sure they read the manual. That always helps, especially for changing the modes. If they want less modes versus the daily mode's going to have a little bit more light outputs and options as far as what it does when it's on and off and turning it on. And I like the fact that this is temperature regulated, so it's not timed. So I think it did better out in the night shots than it normally would. Under warmer conditions, it probably will not last as long on the higher outputs, but still did a really nice job. Now I'm going to show you here. Fits in the holster, nice and snug. Feels really good. Checks the light all the way around. Does have a little bit beyond the head of the light. Not much though. So that's what that looks like in the holster. And just as a precautionary, when the light is on, you can press and hold and actually keep pressing after that. Sometimes if you're moving, it'll go to turbo. So if you have it in the holster, you definitely want to turn that just a little bit before you put it in there. You can always tighten it back up when you've got it out and need it again. Super easy. So really top notch on the performance, especially for the size of this light. In my opinion, 1,000 lumens. This did get very warm, but it was still being able to hold it easily. 4,000 of course lumens, 4,400 to be exact. This thing does get really hot, so use it with caution. It's not made to run on turbo for the whole duration. So 300 to 1,000 lumens, this thing is very impressive. Top notch again on the build quality. So I want to thank Nitecore for sending me this flashlight kit to review. Now if this is something you are interested in getting, I have a special discount code at the nitecorestore.com, and I'll leave that link and the discount code in the description area below, just in case you're interested in picking this up. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share, like, and subscribe. That way I can bring more of these Nitecore lights to you in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care.